Hi, I'm going to continue the unpacking saga. It's gotten a little bit better in here. It's not quite as much of a warehouse, but everything is all piled up. Unfortunately, the boxes that nobody could begin to lift are on top, so I can't unpack the other boxes. It's just like not doable. It's not like I can cut a box open, unpack it, empty it, and throw it away. So I'm basically stuck with a warehouse. That is creating an effect with the heat. It's boiling in the kitchen, and then it's absolutely boiling in the bedroom because the air from the heater comes up and over, because hot air rises, and it comes over the boxes, but it doesn't come through to me here on the couch where I'm sitting. So it's like, in order to be not freezing here, the heat has to be ridiculous. So it's just really, really hard, and I ran out of propane, and the propane man is coming. I was able to get some help from the authorities and found out, how to switch tanks, because I don't know how to do that, because I was left with supposedly enough propane to get by. When I was in here and the trailer was empty, I could sit on the couch in Deming, New Mexico, which is just as cold as this, earlier in the fall, and have the heat come over. But, now it just really can't, radiate around the front door area. And being that my batteries got ran down so bad, they got charged back up. And then the rest of the day, they weren't connected to the panels on Sunday. And so they didn't start to get any solar until Monday. And there was really no sun on Monday at all. It was just what solar could come through the clouds. And so that was kind of a strange mess. And so on Tuesday there was a little bit half sun, half clouds. So it's not very good, because as you see, the meter is reading like 13.5. Well, the meter is twice 2 volts higher than the actual solar. So if it's at 15 volts, that means it's 13 volts. So, that's not very good. And the battery lights on here read from, fair. They got down to fair last night, which isn't, I don't think, that great. But the panels, this morning is sunny. It's going to be for probably a little while before the rain starts in. And I don't know if you can see it, but the panels, they are kind of, the fence is there, but I think the sun would be behind that house over there before it would shade it. So it gets sun pretty much all day. So it looks like I was using that for a wheel cover. It looks like that blew off. So it hasn't really been easy here at all. It's not that, moving into a tiny home off-grid dream at all yet. The kitchen is a lot clearer. I've started to, get little by little away what I'm able to do. So it's just really kind of bad. So far, the T-Mobile hasn't hooked up. I'm thinking, well, actually it did hook up. It hooks up and it works great for 5 minutes, like it's flawless, and then it just disconnects. So I'm thinking that one of the cables got damaged in this mess that they left me, and then trying to pull them out when I can't lift anything and get on the internet. So I had gone like 2 days without being able to get on at all, and the Big Red seems fine, but the T-Mobile, no. So it might be that cable, because when you pull on the cables too much. And I was trying to be really careful, but they left it so with everything on top that I couldn't. I tried to lift it off, but couldn't. And the big improvement is in here in the bedroom. And of course, with the hot air coming over, that's why I leave the bathroom door open. With the hot air coming over, it's really, really hot in here. Like if I leave this barn door open, it will be so hot in here, like I can't even be in here, because it's like all the air goes from in here. It's freezing cold down in there, and then once you step up the step, hot air rises. So the big improvement is the bedroom. I was able to get the bed cleared off and actually use it as a bed. And so before bedtime, I make sure that the door is just open a crack, and heat comes through the crack and gives me enough heat. And then I use blankets, and it makes it real nice for a bed. So that's kind of nice. In the future, it's going to have to be a twin bed in here. And I want to, sometime in the future, remodel the cabinets where I move that one over to there, and then that piece up there over. And so the closets are all on one side, and then I can have like a twin captain's bed that would fit actually in there, and then I'd have a whole bedroom area that would be at my disposal. So it would be like a little more normal. I'd be able to reach under the bed. It would be more workable. And that's the whole thing with 216 square feet or another tiny space. You know, whatever you consider real tiny, the way to make it work is, you know, how do you put things away? How do you store things? And if you're organized enough about storing things, it can all get in. And I happen to know that a lot more of this could get in if, it would be a lot more bearable, if I could get at things and put them away. Because I had another place about the same size, and when I dumped everything in the middle of the floor and just had one pile in the middle of the room instead of boxes, the pile, you can start working from it and putting things away and grabbing what you need to put there. I mean, there's probably something that should be on the bottom of things that are put away now that are in boxes, but I can't get at them. These things are collapsing the boxes underneath. So it's really hard, and something happened where the drawers, you know, fell out and got broken or something. So I've been having to like leave liquid nails on that, and we have a good repair of this drawer now. And then the other drawer, I'm going to do the same thing. So that takes up space as well. So slowly it's happening. You know, last night I finally got at enough food that I could actually put together like scrambled eggs and vegetables. Because I just haven't been able to get at anything. I was told, well, you know, we left you lots of canned goods, but with no can opener, if that's packed away, how do I get in the cans? So, you know, it's been really hard, you know. I was kind of told that they would help me completely unpack and take the boxes away, and they just kind of dumped it and ran. So I have to say that that's really disappointing and really rough on me. And yesterday I couldn't even move because I hurt so bad. So I mean, like in the nighttime I was able to like do a little bit, but it's kind of getting like worse and worse. And then with getting cold last night for a while, that kind of made it really hard. And I'm up this morning early for the propane tank because I wanted it as soon as possible, and as soon as possible was 9 this morning. I didn't want to wait till the afternoon. And so I guess it's coming along, and I guess the rough move kind of made it discouraging, but it's coming along. And maybe in some time I'll kind of forget all that and start enjoying my home, have a place where I'm not living in a warehouse. I guess every time I've moved, it's been a warehouse, so what's really new? And then it gets all put away, and everything's perfect and wonderful and neat looking. I mean, half these bags are going to go. We're back to this since my cover got messed up, and I'm still trying to find a way to get it cleaned so I can put it back on here. There was like a really nice, expensive futon cover that was real clean, and so I'm trying to find out about that. So that's all kind of, you know, messed up too. And these are one of the pillow forms that I'm going to, you know, cover with sari material to make a nice pillow. So there's not really a way now that I can sew. I mean, it's just, you know, that's too much extra stuff right now when being this exhausted. So I'm working on it, and there's going to be more to come. It looks like this is starting to go up maybe a little, but I really wonder if the batteries weren't damaged sitting there in New Mexico, you know, empty and frozen, and you know, with the fan running, the fan was left on in here. It came on by itself and never went off. And so it keeps tripping on by itself, and I went and, you know, when it was in the shop, had it looked at, and we figured out that it's okay to live in. And then when if I store it, for some reason the fuse has to be pulled. So I'm really wondering if all that didn't, make it so it's hard for the batteries to charge, but it's really hard to say with intermittent sun. So in a couple of days I'll know more on that. So stay tuned for all the adventures off-grid, and, I'll be showing things. I can't really post any of these videos. I've got like a whole line of videos that are going to come one by one. I can't really post anything because I'm not going to leave the computer on that long for a video to upload, and, I have to recharge it when the battery runs down, and the battery isn't very good. It's only a 2-hour battery. So when the battery runs down, I have to plug in the charger, and then that uses power. So I really don't want to use the computer for any more than watching like a couple TV shows and, email and stuff. And then I keep it very, very minimum. I have a lot of work to do anyway, so it's not like I have time to, sit at the computer and do a bunch of things or even videos. But this is one, and it will be coming. And stay tuned for more. Please like, subscribe, comment, ask any questions, and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.